Divorce changes everything, and most people, they don't survive it the way you think. It hits your heart, your finances, your friendships, even your sense of self. In this video, I'm revealing the brutal truths nobody warns you about and how to actually survive it. You might be watching this thinking, I've got this, or maybe I'm completely lost. Either way, you're not alone. I've seen and experienced how divorce can shake every part of your life. And what I'm about to share will prepare you for the things nobody ever talks about. Let's start with the emotional side, because this is where divorce hits hardest for most people. Everyone expects sadness, maybe some arguments, but it's so much more than that. Divorce is a storm, and it comes in waves. One day you feel relief, even freedom. The next day, you feel completely lost, wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. You might find yourself grieving not just the relationship, but the life you imagined, dreams you had together, plans you made, and even the simple routines of daily life gone. And even when you think you're coping, an unexpected moment, a song, a photo, a memory, can bring it all crashing back. Guilt is another side effect most people don't expect. You might feel guilty for leaving, guilty for staying, guilty for feeling relief, or guilty for being angry. Divorce has a way of making you question your morals and your choices constantly. And that guilt, it can be exhausting. Then there's anger. Sometimes at your ex, sometimes at yourself, and sometimes at the situation that feels completely unfair. Anger can be a signal, showing you what needs attention, but it can also trap you in the past if you let it consume you. Learning how to process it healthily is key. Relief is a strange one because it doesn't always feel right. You might feel free, liberated, like a weight has been lifted, but then shame sneaks in. Why am I relieved? Shouldn't I feel devastated? This mix of emotions is normal. Your feelings won't be neat and tidy. They're messy, complicated, and sometimes contradictory. And that's okay. So, how do you survive this emotional storm? Give yourself permission to feel. Cry when you need to cry. Write down your feelings, journal, or talk to someone you trust. Therapy is not a sign of weakness, it's a tool for survival. And leaning on friends and family, the ones who truly support you, is crucial. Surround yourself with people who listen without judgment, who validate your experience. The emotional part of divorce may be the hardest, but it's also where you start to rebuild your identity. Because to move forward, you first need to face yourself, the real you, without the mask of the relationship. And that's where true healing begins. Next, let's tackle finances, because divorce can hit your wallet harder than you expect. You might think you've planned ahead, but reality has a way of surprising you. Legal fees alone can drain savings fast. Even if you have an amicable divorce, there are costs for lawyers, mediators, and paperwork. Then there's a division of assets, retirement funds, shared property, even pets can become points of contention. Suddenly, your financial stability feels fragile. And if children are involved, that adds another layer. Child support, daycare adjustments, and education expenses can dramatically change your monthly budget. For many, it feels like starting over, financially, from scratch. What can you do to survive financially? First, create a realistic budget based on your new reality. Track every expense and identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your well-being. Second, understand your legal rights. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money and property division. Third, don't make hasty financial decisions. It's tempting to sell off everything or make drastic moves out of fear, but slow, calculated steps are better. Consult financial advisors if needed. They can help you navigate a path that protects your future. Remember, money is stressful, but it doesn't have to control you. With planning, awareness, and the right support, you can survive and eventually thrive financially after divorce. Divorce doesn't just change your life at home, it changes your social world too. Friends may take sides, others drift away, and social invitations may feel awkward or even painful. Suddenly, you're navigating a new social landscape, one where loyalty, judgment, and misunderstanding can feel overwhelming. Family dynamics can shift dramatically as well, especially if children are involved. Co-parenting requires careful communication, compromise, and patience. It's not always smooth, and disagreements can feel magnified by the emotional context of divorce. What helps? Set clear boundaries. Protect your energy. Focus on relationships that genuinely support your growth and well-being. Avoid people who feel drama or judgment. And remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Even after you think you're prepared, divorce has a way of surprising you. Endless paperwork, legal procedures, and logistical nightmares are only part of it. The quiet moments, the loneliness, the absence of someone who used to share your life can hit harder than any court hearing. You might question your decisions, your self-worth, or even your ability to love again. These doubts are normal, but they can be dangerous if you let them fester. Stay organized, seek advice, and lean on your support system. Facing challenges alone only makes them bigger. Expect the unexpected. It's part of the journey, and when it comes, meet it head on with preparation, patience, and self-compassion. Here's the truth. Divorce is painful, but it's also transformative. It's an ending, but it's also a chance to rebuild, to redefine yourself, and to discover your resilience. You'll learn to prioritize yourself, set healthy boundaries, and embrace independence. Things you never valued before, your alone time, your hobbies, your personal growth, suddenly become essential, and that's powerful. The lessons are hard-won, but by surviving, reflecting, and adapting, you come out stronger, wiser, and more aligned with who you truly are. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Divorce can break you, yes, but it can also give you the clarity and courage to live life on your terms. Divorce changes everything, but knowing these truths and preparing for them can help you survive, grow, and even thrive. It's not just about getting through the legal process. It's about facing your emotions, protecting your finances, navigating your social world, and embracing the chance to rebuild your life. If you're going through this, you're not alone. Thousands of people face the same challenges every day, and many emerge stronger and wiser. Share your story in the comments, ask your questions, and connect with others who understand. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens together. Remember, divorce is not the end. It's the start of your next chapter. And with awareness, preparation, and resilience, it can be the beginning of a life you never imagined, stronger, freer, and fully your own.